What's happening, Monarch Militia? We're back here with the gameplay trailer for Black Ops 7 Zombies. There should be a blog just like every other trailer that has dropped recently, so we'll check that out if it has dropped, if it is actually a thing. But either way, let's go ahead, enjoy this trailer. I'm excited. Gameplay for Black Ops 7 Zombies. Let's get it. Dang, okay. Sheesh, loud, starting out strong.
I know. Y'all are confused. So was I. But as they say,
Okay, that's like a little
this too shall
teaser that they
pass.
dropped last night. This place looks huge.
Let the carnage begin.
There's Ted. That's sick. Okay. Oh, that thing looks sick. Oh my goodness. It's like the multiplayer trailer. I don't know if it's the music or it's what I'm seeing, but this looks sick. Ooh. What the heck? So everything just looks like a massive mosh pit of tons of things we've seen in the past in terms of like maps and stuff. Oh no, we're gonna have dive bombing zombies. Gonna dive on our heads. There's the bear. Oh, it's no way. They really know how to make a trailer whenever it comes to things. Haven't even gotten to play the game yet, but I'm just really hyped for this game so far. But anyway, trailer was awesome. There is indeed a blog though, so let's go ahead, glance down through this. Once again, with these blogs, if you guys want to go ahead, check these out, head to callofduty.com. You can go to the blogs and check all these blogs out for yourself. If you want to go ahead, get the full rundown of things, I like to try and glance through these, but anyway though, we got all of this crazy stuff. Here's the summary. We get the prelude. 8 dedicated crew members collide across timelines, confronting a soul harvesting entity and awakening in the dark ether. We have a wonder vehicle that's called Old Tessie. It makes sense probably, like Tesla coil or something like that. That's kind of what I'm picturing, but just something about it just doesn't feel like it fits well. Doesn't seem like it rolls off the tongue. Old Tessie. I don't know, but it's upgradable, repairable, and driven with Ted's volatile guidance. Swarming zombies, scavenging ravagers. So maybe that's what our white-eyed things are here. These things that were on the back of the vehicle. The hulking Zursa, that must be the bear maybe, and volatile wraith seeds. Janus Tower, which is really interesting. It seems like it did kind of violently crash into a warped and hostile dimension. Then we even have Van Dorn Farms here, and it does seem like everything kind of got switched around here a little bit. We got the barn here on the left going in, then we have the whole house on the backside, and then we kind of got like the shed garage type of thing over here on the right now. This place looks nice. We got Blackwater Lake. Maybe it's the lighting with a lot of this stuff. Just everything looks really crispy, really clean. We got Ashwood here. This looks kind of like the church from Town on Transit. I don't know. I wasn't ever really heavy on playing Transit, but I played a lot of Town, and this kind of looks like that church on the outside of the map. Exit 115, looking really clean. Zarya Cosmodrome, whole spaceship just planted right here. Weird little thing right there. I'm curious what that is. Everything looks cool. My only thing I fear so far with this is, say you die out on like round 15 after you've done so many Easter egg steps. Is it going to be fun to replay that and redo that? Or is it just going to be like, that's so draining. I just did all of that, and now I don't want to go back in and do it. Like, I'm really curious how it feels in terms of replayability on this map. But we got the fog here. This kind of reminds me of like going into the portals on the tomb, just all the mushrooms and the trippy looking colors and stuff like that. Got the pyramid in the back, and this little cabin hut looking thing. We even have a ship right here that looks like it's straight out of Terminus. Crispy image of this spot where we got the Ravagers here, I believe is what they're called. It's interesting that some are red-eyed and then some are white slash like bluish. Very bizarre. Don't expect a gradual increase in difficulty if you decide to run through fog-laden areas. Skill and preparation are needed before venturing here, and overstaying your welcome in these zones may result in significantly challenging environment. So this is kind of similar to the whole MWZ thing where you shouldn't go into the tier 3 zone if you only have like a single plate vest, no perks and all that sort of stuff. I guarantee this is one of those locations that if you just spawned into the game, didn't touch anything, didn't get a better weapon or anything like that, just phone stop, you'd probably get knocked in here in an instant. And we have the new Wonder Vehicle, old Tessie. Still, I don't know, something about it just does not roll off the tongue. I don't know what it is. There's a lot going on here in this image, and you can even see the bear actually does stand up. It almost looks like it's got a six-pack. It looks built. We get the new wonder weapon here, the gauntlet. I don't know if it's just because it's got green to it, but it kind of reminds me of the thing from Garad Krovi, the little gauntlet that you get with the dragon. It's kind of what that reminds me of. It looks like it's definitely going to be useful in terms of just a wonder weapon, because most wonder weapons, sometimes we have those wonder weapons that might look cool, but they aren't worth the time to go ahead and get them because there's tons of other stronger weapons in the game. We have the Ravagers here. They kind of remind me of like a Deathclaw from Fallout, the way this one's standing, but it just looks wicked. Drawn to material spoils, the creature consumes salvage and other dropped provisions. We gotta like keep on the move in this map because it's seeming to me like, say we were just training around this area, we'd be dealing with these things nonstop. The Zursa, so this is the bear, looking wicked, looking crazy. The Zursa is host to parasitic insects, so-called zombies. So this is basically like our new amalgam. The entire farm's decked out, I guess, because that's where all the images are, in these little saw blade traps. You can't even enter curse until you've fulfilled certain criteria. Once you've figured out how to access the mode itself, you'll start your curse match with some familiar friends. Only a trusty pistol in your hand with no loadout weapon available, no mini-map, and a classic point system inspired by Black Ops 3. That's fire. Basically OG zombies, but I'm really curious reading through this how all this is actually going to work when playing. So we got survival mode, which is just standard stuff. It's kind of like the curse mode, kind of like OG zombies. We got like the new stuff for Black Ops 7, middle ground for modern day zombies and OG zombies, curse mode where we have just straight up OG stuff. Survival mode is going to be playable in the beta, no shot. I don't feel like they've ever really done something like that before. This might be a first. Wait, exfil shifts to eerie phone booths, summoning high value targets before escape can occur. So our exfil isn't even a helicopter anymore, it's just a telephone booth, and SAM trials have become TED tasks. Wait, okay, so they were showing all these, but down here, we're seeing that the random perk power-up has been added to the randomly dropped power-ups available. Any gobblegums that summon power-ups like Killjoy on the house and hidden power now automatically activate the power-ups they summon. Okay, that is really convenient because there's many times where I've basically just gotten smoked by having to deal with running back, getting my power up because it didn't just automatically give me what I was trying to use the gobblegum for. All your completed augment unlocks for every returning Percocola ammo mod and field upgrade accessible in Black Ops 7. So we're not just starting off from scratch. That's huge. Charm zombies now avoid slaying the last zombie in the round. There's so many quality of life changes in Black Ops 7. Gassing up all these quality of life changes, and then the one that I actually used. So basically they took away the efficiency of like traps and stuff like that, getting all of our headshots for the camos, which kind of stings a little bit. Kind of unfortunate to see that. So here we have Wisp Tea. I saw rumors that this was going to be the perk that we were getting, and I think I've seen that this is apparently a returning perk. I don't recall ever seeing this, but there is a couple of zombies games that I didn't play too much of, so it's kind of new to me. Instead of having to wait around until round 25, we can kind of speed up the process of getting all of our perks. Kind of having almost like a Percocola Gobblegum on standby in a way. Basically just rush around to get the Wonder Fizz to spawn in a lot quicker. Then we have the whole firework mod, which each bullet that hits a normal or special zombie has a chance to launch fireworks that target enemies. I used this back in Black Ops 3, but honestly, I kind of forgot about it because it's been so long. So it's really nice to see it return and kind of in this new light, I guess. No pun intended. So we can summon a deadly growth of thorns in front of us. Seems kind of convenient for like, just as they did here in this little clip, blocking doorways and stuff like that. All the gobblegums that we've gotten in Black Ops 6 are carrying forward to Black Ops 7, so could honestly just stockpile a bunch of gobblegums and have a ton for whenever Black Ops 7 drops. I don't think I've ever noticed that before about gobblegums. The pattern on it kind of correlates to what it does. So we have Aftertaste, which is a new gobblegum, activates on revive. Keep all your perks after being revived. Re-equipment lasts 5 minutes. Your equipment slots refill over time. Power vacuum. Kills have a higher chance to spawn power-ups. Round off. Rounds prevented from advancing for 2 rounds. That'll probably be like a speed run type of thing then. Maybe you need to be on a specific round for specific steps for the Easter egg, so you can keep it from advancing. Armageddon, receive a 3-plate armor vest and full plates. I could definitely see myself using this gobblegum quite a bit whenever playing. And then we have the gift card gobblegum, which gives us 30,000 essence, but it can't be combined with other bonuses. So instead of using gobblegums in a normal way, we have a second option to crush it in your hand. I'm really curious how that looks in game, what that might look like, because I really hope there's not going to be some sort of scenario with crushing a gobblegum that you want to use on accident. Armor wall buys have been combined, allowing you to purchase level 2 armor, then level 3 armor from the same wall buy. That's really nice. Instead of having to run across the map for your tier 3 armor, you can just get it from one location and just kind of hunker down there if you want. So here's our new ammo caches, I guess, instead of the whole standard looking box thing that looks like it's from any other mode really. And apparently on top of its new look, it even has like an audio. So maybe it's some sort of like jingle or something like that, similar to like a perk machine coming from this now. And we have the mystery box. Looks like it's straight out of Origins almost. Looks really sick. So we might see wonder weapons from the mystery box a little bit more. We won't see the whole score streak nonsense. And then we also won't see melee weapons in the mystery box anymore. So pretty nice. That's the 2 main things that I see way too much whenever I spin the box in BO6. So already eliminating some things that I see far too often. We have the disciple injection here, which looks kind of crazy based off the image. Grab and hurl. Raise a normal zombie at range into the air and hurl them at foes. Drain life. Focus your feeding powers to slow down and drain the enemy from any normal, special, or elite zombie. Unholy scream. Release a sonic blast that stuns those caught in this audio emanation. Apparently the Pack-a-Punch is on the truck. Pack-a-Punch camo looks sick, I will say. This whole like molten lava kind of reminds me of Transit with the cracks in the ground and everything. There are more investigations needed to fully understand the secrets of the Pack-a-Punch machine in Black Ops 7. Yeah, I would say that's kind of wild. A mobile Pack-a-Punch machine. And now we have the TED tasks here, which looks bizarre instead of the sand trials. Got the whole like massive TED head on here. It's kind of cool looking. Raptor 1's fate currently unknown. You won't be relying on a helicopter airlift to exfil you and your team when the going gets overly chaotic. Fortunately, an archaic German telephone booth, repurposed as a cosmic gateway portal, can be called upon both literally and figuratively. New to Black Ops 7, if some teammates decline the exfil, they can choose to help or ignore their fellow players engaged in HVT combat. Whether the HVT is slain or not, players declining the exfil can continue in the match afterward without penalty. Players who voted to accept the exfil will end their match, whether they defeat the HVT or die trying. It seems that it's mainly just a survival-based map, but at the same time, it sounds like it could be similar to like MWZ where you can exfil if you want, and then there's like everybody else in the lobby still able to be there if they please. And then we can also expect all of our content that we acquired in BO6 to be accessible in Black Ops 7, all of our double XP tokens, all of our gobblegums, all augments and augment research progression, and all of our dedicated crew members that we got skins for going to carry over as well. The prestige level 1000 new orders operator skin for Samuels, if earned in Black Ops 6, is also carrying over. So that kind of confirms what I said in the previous video. Curious if Samuels actually carries over or not. It's kind of nice. And then from here on out in this blog, we just have a lot of stuff about DOA 4, which I don't ever really play too much. I maybe played Dead Ops Arcade like once in a blue moon. The fact that we have a main round-based map, we have survival round-based maps, we have Cursed, and then we have DOA 4. I don't know. I think this is shaping up to be a solid zombies experience. I'm hoping that this like large scale round based experience is good and it's not kind of like a copy and paste of MWZ. Since that whole exfil thing kind of sounded similar to MWZ, we can play multiplayer and zombies in the beta here whenever it drops. It sounds overwhelmingly positive, and that just It blows my mind. But anyway, that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys think of Black Ops 7 Zombies. Is everybody still doing the whole thing of like, nah, I'm heading to BF6. No Black Ops 7 for me. Or is the zombies kind of reeling you in? Because I gotta say, I will fully admit, I'm on that line and they're reeling me in. I'm heading to the shore. That's where I'm heading. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this one. With that, peace out, Monarch Militia. As always, spread love, radiate positivity, and try to smile. See ya. Good old Tessie.